Today on Judge Faith, his car hits hers, but who's responsible?
She told him to shut the car off. If he wouldn't have never shut the car off, the car would have never reverted. It never would have hit her car.
Something's gonna happen to my car. Somebody's gotta pay for this.
This all happened over the course of 3 weeks.
Yes.
And later, the tale of the hair.
They ended up evicting me that day on April 22nd.
Lo and behold, I see poop on the carpet, and so I walked in further, and I saw a bunny in the closet.
Why would Alicia lie about this? She has no idea this issue is gonna come up in court.
Faith Jenkins. Her distinguished legal career began when she graduated first in her law school class. She quickly became a tough New York City prosecutor, and then a preeminent legal analyst on cable news. And now she's the judge in her own courtroom. Her cases are real, and her rulings are final. She is Judge Faith. Plaintiff Jessica Acton is suing her former boyfriend for $4,000 for damage to her car. Defendant Richard Wilson says he's not responsible. He is countersuing for $400 for the cost of a Chihuahua. He is accompanied in court by his cousin, Drayshawn Burns.
Remain seated and come to order. Court is now in session. The Honorable Judge Faith Jenkins presiding. Your Honor, we have Acton versus Wilson.
Thank you, Barbara. Jessica Acton?
Yes.
You are suing the defendant, Richard Wilson, for $4,000 for damage to your car?
Yes.
And you are countersuing, sir, for $400 for the cost of a Chihuahua?
Yes.
Why don't you start, Ms. Acton, and tell me how you know the defendant?
At the end of July, I had actually got on my friend's Facebook page, and I had met him through comments, and we started talking.
So you saw his photo on Facebook, and he just sort of caught your eye?
Yeah, she was feeling me. She was feeling me.
Oh.
Yes.
You can say that, but yeah, I was still talking with my son's dad.
No, you weren't. You was like...
Mr. Wilson, hold on a second. So you saw him on Facebook, and you struck up a conversation? You made the first contact?
Yes.
And how did you go about doing that?
I just said, hey, how are you doing? And he said, do you know me? And I said, no, but we can get to know each other because we have the same Facebook friends, same mutual friends, and I figured that we know the same exact people out in real life too.
Okay, so when was this?
This was at the end of July.
The two of you start a relationship?
Yes.
Okay, and how was the relationship when you first started dating?
His ex-girlfriend was constantly messaging me, saying a bunch of stuff to where she was gonna pop up at his mom's house and she was gonna do stuff to me. This girl was crazy.
Why would you continue to be involved with someone who has a, as you described, crazy ex like that?
Because she wasn't in the picture as to what I was told. So I just left it at that, and it was just gonna be me and him, and we were just gonna go on and just do us.
Well, how long had you been dating at this point?
We weren't dating at this time. We were just getting to know each other. And I had told him specifically, I said, I don't want to start dating you right away because the next person that I date, I'm going to marry him because he's going to be the father to my son.
So eventually you get into some type of car accident.
Yes.
Tell me about that. What happened?
He had went out of town to Colorado for about a week. And then he came back. And he had called me. He needed me to pick him up and follow him down to the rental car place to drop off his car. So we pull up to his mom's house. His mom's driveway is a hill. He pulls in first. I pull in behind him. He leaves his car and drive and goes inside. And his cousin is outside still just talking. They're doing something in the trunk or whatever, running stuff in and outside. And I tell the cousin, I said, you're wasting gas by leaving that car run. Why don't you just shut that car off? So he goes to the driver's side, he shuts the car off. The car rolls back and hits my car. And so then I'm like, something's gonna happen to my car. Somebody's gotta pay for this.
Did you have insurance on your car?
Yes, I did.
The insurance didn't cover the damages?
I didn't call the insurance because it wasn't my fault.
Hold on.
I wanted him to pay for it.
I was in the house when all this happened.
But you have insurance
I'm on
coverage.
SR22.
So you choose not to report, and you just want him to pay out of pocket, and you have no car insurance.
I do. I carry SR22. That's why my license is valid now.
Okay.
And I told her if I had to, I would take it through my insurance. But me and her went and got estimates.
Okay, so both of you have SR22 insurance. What does that mean exactly?
Like you got caught driving without insurance, so they give you.
I got caught getting a DUI. I was drinking and driving, and I had to get put on SR-22 for 3 years.
Okay, what's your reason for having the
Because
insurance?
I got caught driving without insurance, and every time I don't pay my SR-22, they automatically suspend my license.
All right. So you go in the house and you leave the car running?
I was rushing because I had to get the rental car back by a certain time, so I didn't have to pay the extra day. I think I left it in, I'm not sure, I left it in drive, I went in the house. Next thing you know, I hear them screaming. She told him to shut the car off. If he wouldn't have never shut the car off, the car would have never reverted. It never would have hit her car.
Step up,
But
sir.
it's
Who are
common
you?
sense to put it in park.
I was rushing.
Park.
Can you step over? Who are you?
I'm Judge Sean, his cousin.
Okay, what happened?
We was all rushing. Her car was in the back, and his car was in the front. And then she was like, "Oh, the car gonna run out of gas." So I wasn't thinking.
So you turn the car off and it goes backwards.
Yeah, it was like 2 feet away from each other, though.
And then it hits her car, though.
Yeah.
Thank you. You can have a seat.
Coming up on Judge Faith.
So in 3 weeks, not only did you get him a cell phone,
I brought her a dog.
and you've met each other's parents, but you have now bought a dog together.
And later, overbearing roommate rules.
Well, Victoria was just really controlling. She would write us emails like how often we take out the trash in our own bedroom. She sent us emails about the placement of the salt and pepper shakers on the table.
Plaintiff Jessica Acton is suing her former boyfriend for damages to her car. Defendant Richard Wilson says he wasn't in the car when it was hit.
How long after this incident happened did the two of you break things off?
I was falling off after that. Like, it took me about a week after this whole situation with the car because he was not wanting to pay it. He kept telling me he's going to claim under insurance. Then he said he was going to pay for it in cash. Then he said his insurance was going to cover it. And then that's when he just stopped contacting me.
Now, are you working?
Letting me know.
Yes,
Okay, what do you do for a living?
I'm a baker.
How long have you been a banker?
A year. When we had a conversation about what she was naming her son, that's when all hell broke loose. I was trying to get her not to name her son. Why would you name your son Day
My
One?
son,
Why
his
would you
name
name your
is
son
Day One because he
Ezekiel.
is going to be my one and only. He is going to be there unless I do something wrong to him. So
my
yes,
family said,
he is my Day One.
If somebody names their son that, they got to be something wrong with him, so you need to get away from him. So
you guys are arguing over the name of her
we
child?
argued about several times.
This is not your son, right?
No.
Okay.
But we were
you.
together at the time, but that's when everything kind of switched up. When we got into that argument, that's when we just stopped talking.
Over the name Day One?
Yeah.
Does that really bother you?
Yeah, that bothers me. It bothers my family. I'm like, family's like Richard. If you can't be with nobody like that. There's something wrong with them if they name their son Day One.
For naming their son a unique name.
Day One Ezekiel is not a unique name.
Ezekiel is God may strengthen, thank you.
But
so
Day
you
One.
must just not believe in God.
Never said
Maybe
that.
you should get some church in your life.
How long did the two of you date?
Not even 3 weeks.
This all happened over the course of 3
Yes.
weeks?
Yeah.
Do you have estimates for the car damage?
Yes, I
May I
do.
see them, please? You have a counterclaim for $400.
No, I don't even, just forget about it because she wanted the cell phone back. I said, if I give you the cell phone back, then you give me my dog back.
Okay, and what happened with that?
The only reason she bought me a cell phone was so my ex had stopped texting me. That was the whole reason she bought me a cell phone.
This all happened over the course of 3 weeks.
Yes. I didn't need a cell phone.
I have a kind heart, Your Honor. I'm sorry. I do like to take care of
No,
people.
if you have a
I
kind
like to
heart,
help
you know
people.
what? Cook somebody dinner. But you don't buy them cell phones, because that just looks like you're trying to buy love. Not somebody you've only known for 3 weeks and you met him on Facebook. I asked you about your counterclaim for the dog, and you said don't worry about it. Why is that?
Because I brought the dog. It was for me and her. But when she got
So in 3 weeks, not only did you get him a cell phone,
I brought her a dog.
and you've met each other's parents, but you have now bought a dog together.
No,
No,
we
it
did
was
not. He had got the dog out of town, said that it was a Chihuahua, and when he brought it back, he handed it to me and said that I could have the dog. And I was like,
No.
this is not a Chihuahua.
No.
And then I
She
gave
fell in love
him
with the
back
dog.
the dog.
Who has the dog?
She does.
No, I do
when she
not.
got-
And why do you think you should get the dog back?
No, because the dog wasn't for her. She just fell in love with the dog. She just as soon as
What's the dog's name?
I don't even remember. I don't remember the dog's
Sir,
name. 'Cause
okay,
it's been
so
long.
you just made this counterclaim out of spite. You don't
Yeah.
even know the dog's name, and you're coming in here saying you want the dog back. That's not going to happen. Your counterclaim is dismissed. As for the car damages, in terms of liability, this was an accident, and I am going to find that you are responsible for the damages. You have provided me with two estimates, one for $1,500 and one for $2,127. So I'm going to order him to pay you the lower of the two estimates. My judgment in this case is for the plaintiff, $1,509.04. That's what you owe her, sir. Good luck.
Thank you.
Plaintiff Danielle Cable is suing her former landlord for $1,200 for an illegal eviction and security deposit. She is accompanied by her boyfriend, Mark Harvey. Defendant Victoria Lee and James Valet say the eviction was legal, and they attempted to return her portion of the deposit.
Danielle Cable?
Yes.
You are suing the defendants, James Vallier and Victoria Lee, for $1,200, the cost for an illegal eviction and the return of your security deposit?
Yes.
And you have a witness with you today. Who are you, sir?
Mark Harvey.
And how do you know the plaintiff?
Girlfriend.
So tell me, Ms. Cable, when did you move into the defendant's unit? Was it an apartment or a home?
It was a house, and I was
Okay.
just renting a room in their house.
Okay, tell me how you came to know about their room that they were renting.
Well, we had actually contacted each other through Craigslist, and they had invited me over to look at the room. When I did move in, they said that Victoria Lee was the house manager, and I was to pay all rent and utilities to her. She also made up all the rules.
Is this your home that you live in?
Yeah, we live in a home.
And do you lease a number of rooms out in the home?
There are 5 bedrooms, and yes, we leased 3 rooms.
And how much did you agree to pay per month?
Per month, it was $600 plus utilities, and then there was a $600 security deposit.
So tell me what happened.
Well, when I had moved in, Victoria started making all the rules. She would come into our room unannounced. She made rules about, like...
Well, who was living in your room?
I was living in my room. It was
Okay.
just me.
Actually,
Okay.
it wasn't just you. I think it was you and a rabbit for several months, apparently. And by the way, we don't go in your room.
I didn't have the rabbit for several months. I only had it for a day, so it wasn't several months.
Well, before we get to the rabbit, tell me what else happened.
Well, Victoria was just really controlling. She would write us emails like, one time there were salt grains and pepper grains on the countertop, so she had sent us emails making sure we clean up the salt grains on the countertop. She had sent us emails about how often we take out the trash in our own bedroom. She sent us emails about the placement of the salt and pepper shakers on the table.
So what's going on, Miss Victoria?
I like to keep the place nice and tidy for other roommates. So if I was to come in the room and leave with a mess, would you like to come in and spend your time there?
Your Honor, we have pictures of how we normally keep the
And what's your
common room.
relationship to Mr. Vallier?
Fiance.
What month and year did you move in?
I moved in January 2014.
When did you move out?
May 2014.
Okay, so you weren't even there for 6 months.
No, I was there for 4 months.
What happened?
All the roommates actually became really frustrated with Victoria and how controlling she is. I text Jim saying, hey, I'm going to be moving out. I found a place to live. She sends me 2 days later another text message saying, hey, is there any way you can leave earlier? We call each other, and we had decided, okay, fine, I'll just move out on the 1st.
Coming up, funny bunny business.
What were you doing with the bunny in the room?
So I was only in there for a day.
So when I asked the other roommates, she was like, no. She showed it to me like 2 or 3 months ago.
Plaintiff Danielle Cable says her former landlord illegally evicted her, and she is suing for her deposit and damages. Defendants Victoria Lee and James Valle say their tenant violated her agreement by sneaking in a bunny.
Who found the bunny?
I did.
Tell me what happened.
We had a problem with our cable. I led the cable guy into Danielle's room, and lo and behold, I see poop on the carpet. So I was like, what is it? And so I walked in further, and I saw a bunny in the closet.
What were you doing with the bunny in the room?
Well, the day before, an acquaintance from work had come up to me and said that he had to get rid of a rabbit. My other roommate actually worked for a pet hospital, so I'd come home, brought it home that day, contacted my roommate, and we were going to go set it up to a pet rescue through her work. So I was only in there for a day, and we were going to give it to a pet rescue through her work.
She told me that she was babysitting her mother's rabbit. And so when I asked the other roommates, she was like, no. She showed it to me like 2 or 3 months ago. I even have the texts for it.
Oh, may I see that, please?
You'll have to keep tapping it because it might close out.
Okay.
That's
just tap the screen.
That's a text message from one of the roommates who had seen the rabbit and over 2 months prior.
Okay, hold on, let me just read this. You knew there was a rabbit in the room, and who is Alicia?
That's the roommate who works for the pet hospital.
Yeah, but she just told me about it like a couple of weeks ago. She said she had it for months.
Right.
No.
Why would Alicia lie about this? She has no idea this issue is going to come up in court. I don't believe you.
That's fair. But it couldn't have been, like, how could it have been months? Because they would come in to show the room.
Well, how long? If it's not months, I don't believe it was a day. So I'm going to ask you again and give you an opportunity to tell me the truth. How long did you have the bunny in the room?
I mean, like it was probably like a week at tops. But
okay, so
I mean,
the story that you told me before when you said you just got it the day before and it was only in your room for that one day, that wasn't the truth.
No.
Let me see the photos of the rabbit in the room.
That's her bunny.
It was in a cage.
Actually, if you look at some of the doors open, if you look at the carpet, the bed, there's poop on the bed.
Who took these photos?
I did.
When?
The day that it occurred.
And what is this a photo of?
The poop all over the carpet. You can see little spots.
Okay. You were suing for illegal eviction.
Yeah.
Because after you saw the bunny, what happened?
I contacted Jim, and I notified him that there's a bunny in the room, and it didn't look like it's brand new. There's poop all over the floor. There's just trash and food, bunny poop, food all over. And so I advised him what I needed to do.
Okay, and you did what? Did you ask her to leave?
No. Danielle, I actually spoke to Danielle while I was in Vietnam, and Danielle said that it was in hers and Mark's best interest, because Mark spent a lot of time there.
Who's Mark?
That's her boyfriend who practically lives there.
Oh, so you knew there was a bunny in the room, too?
Yes, he did, Your Honor.
Yes.
Mark?
She said it was in hers and Mark's best interest to leave.
So why are you suing for illegal eviction?
Okay, so when Victoria text messaged me that she found the rabbit, she said that she was going to get rid of it. And so I came home, I dropped it off at some friend's house, like in an hour, it was out of the house. She then came up to the room and she told me to come downstairs, and she had told me that she was gonna give me a 3 days notice. I said, you know, you can't do that, it needs to be in writing. She said, it's my house, I can do whatever I want. They ended up evicting me that day on April 22nd. Praise God, I had so many friends there to support me, so we were able to pack up everything, get everything out. That day, we vacuumed. I even came back the next day, washed down the walls. Everything was like fine and dandy.
You move out, and what happened with the security deposit? What happened with that?
The security deposit was used to offset the cost to rehabilitate the room. The carpets had to be washed.
Right.
There was a number of problems with the room. She had made a hole in the wall to mount a television.
So how much did she pay for a security deposit when she moved in?
$600.
And how much did you give her back?
$393.44.
Yeah, $393, but I had retextured the wall. I had filled the wall, retextured it, had the paint professionally matched, cleaned the carpets.
Do you still have the check for $393
Yeah.
for the security deposit?
Yeah.
And is that check still valid? You have not
No, Your
stopped
Honor.
payment?
No, Your Honor, we stopped the payment on that, Your Honor.
And now, Judge Faith rules.
Based on the emails that were presented to me, I'm not going to find that you were illegally evicted. Here's what I think about the rest of your case.
Yeah.
Okay, you don't have a lot of credibility right now as you stand before me.
Okay, I understand.
Because you lied to me. I don't know at this point if the rest of your testimony is the truth.
Okay.
So I'm going to order them to pay you $393, which is what you originally tried to return to her, because there's no way they're going to have to take up the carpet. Based on the photos I saw,
didn't take up
no
the
one
carpet.
else is going to want to live in that room where there's rabbit poop all over the place, and they shouldn't have to. So my judgment in this case is for you for $393. Good luck.
If you or someone you know has a dispute, don't take the law into your own hands. Let Judge Faith rule on it for you. To submit your case, go to judgefaith.com and tell us your story. See you in court.